An earthquake is a devastating natural calamity that may wipe out entire communities. Instances of this kind are brought on by the rapid movement of two tectonic plates past one another. The area where the movement occurs is referred to as the fault. The abrupt release of this energy triggers seismic waves, which in turn cause the ground to tremble. History is filled with a number of powerful earthquakes. In this video, let's take a look at the top 10 deadliest earthquakes around the world. Number 10. Offshore Mall, Chile. At least 521 people were killed as a result of this earthquake and the subsequent tsunami. More than 800,000 individuals had to find new homes, and a total of 1.8 million people in Chile were impacted by the earthquake, which caused an estimated $30 billion in damages. At a depth of 35 kilometers, the center of the earthquake was located 335 kilometers to the southwest of Santiago. Even though it was only a little tsunami, it traveled all the way across the Pacific and damaged boats as far away as San Diego, California. Number 9. Kashmir Earthquake. A magnitude 7.6 earthquake shook the Kashmir region on October 8, 2005. The area of Azad Kashmir in Pakistan was the place where the earthquake's epicenter was located. The earthquakes were felt not only in China and India, but also in Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and other neighboring countries. There were about 86,000 deaths, 69,000 injuries, and 2.8 million people forced to flee their homes as a result of this situation. Number 8. Turkey-Syria Earthquake. On Monday, February 6, 2023, a massive earthquake with an initial magnitude of 7.8 hit central Turkey, killing thousands of people and bringing down hundreds of structures in the area, including those on the border with Syria. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the epicenter of the quake was located in southern Turkey, close to the country's northern border with Syria, and the quake's depth was 11 miles, 18 kilometers. A massive pre-dawn earthquake in Turkey's southern region killed nearly 2,000 people, prompting President Recep Tayyip Erdogan to announce a 7-day national mourning throughout the country. In government-controlled parts of Syria, 656 people were killed. Number 7. The Haiyun Earthquake. On December 16, 1920, a magnitude 8.5 earthquake struck a remote region of China's Gansu province, triggering massive landslides and killing thousands. After the first quake at 7:06 p.m., aftershocks were felt for more than 3 years. Only after 2010 Chinese research was conducted could it be estimated that some 200,000 people had died in this area. There were 675 large landslides, which caused the collapse of 70% of structures in rural areas and the complete destruction of 125 square miles of villages and residences. 100,000 people were killed as landslides caused by the waves crashed down on them. Number 6. Lisbon, Portugal. This catastrophic event, sometimes referred to as the Great Lisbon Earthquake, played a significant part in the development of contemporary seismology and earthquake engineering. On November 1, 1755, an earthquake that measured between 8.5 and 9 on the Richter scale was responsible for the total destruction of the city of Lisbon in Portugal. It is estimated that between 10,000 and 100,000 people have been killed. Because of the enormous devastation, a lot of study was done in the scientific community on the earthquake phenomenon. Number 5. Shanxi Earthquake. On January 23, 1556, a large earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 8.0 hit the Chinese regions of Shanxi and Shaanxi. Around 60% of the inhabitants in these two areas may have perished in the earthquake. In spite of the brief duration of the tremors, the power exerted upon this area was sufficient to cause the collapse of mountains, the start of fires that raged for days, the inundation of vast areas, and the rerouting of rivers. Every building was obliterated as landslides became uncontrollable forces and fissures in the soil opened out to a depth of 66 feet. Throughout those 6 months, the area was ravaged by aftershocks. It was determined that the high number of fatalities in the area was caused in large part by the locals' use of weak soil when constructing their homes. As many as 830,000 people perished, and many more were injured or made homeless as a result of the disaster. Number 4. Kamchatka, Russia Earthquake. The Kamchatka earthquake took place at 1658 GMT on November 4, 1952. This tremendous earthquake struck the shore of the Kamchatka Peninsula, which is located in the far eastern region of Russia. The earthquake caused a large, destructive tsunami that spread over the Pacific Ocean. The waves reached heights of up to 15 meters, 50 feet, which caused devastation on the Kamchatka Peninsula, as well as the Kuril Islands. Between 10,000 and 15,000 people passed away. The waves also traveled all the way to New Zealand, Peru, and Chile. Number 3. Tohoku Earthquake. On March 11, 2011, an earthquake measuring 9.1 on the moment magnitude scale occurred near the Japan Trench off the northeastern coast of Honshu. The earthquake triggered a tsunami that traveled down the shore to the coast within 30 minutes, which destroyed seawalls and rendered 3 nuclear reactors inoperable within a few days. The earthquake and tsunami were responsible for the deaths of over 18,000 people, including several thousand victims whose bodies were never found. Number 2. Sumatra Earthquake. On December 26, 2004, a massive earthquake off the coast of Sumatra triggered a devastating tsunami that was also known as the Christmas or Boxing Day disaster. A 900-mile fault line beneath the Indian Ocean, near the boundary between the Indian and Australian plates, was broken by the 9.1 magnitude earthquake. A massive tsunami was caused by a 40-meter rise in sea level. Within 20 minutes following the earthquake, the first of multiple waves of 100 feet or more hit the coast of Banda Aceh. Around 100,000 individuals were killed instantly, and the city was completely wiped out. The waves kept crashing against the coasts of Thailand, India, and Sri Lanka. More than tens of thousands drowned or were suffocated to death as buildings and other structures collapsed. A tsunami hit the coast of South Africa 8 hours after the original quake, killing many more people. Number 1. Great Alaskan Earthquake. Alaska had a megathrust earthquake on Good Friday, March 27, 1964 at 5:36 p.m. AST. Cracks in the Earth's crust and the collapse of buildings were also seen throughout south-central Alaska. In addition, the earthquake caused tsunamis accounted for another 143 fatalities. It was the strongest earthquake ever recorded in the United States. The second strongest earthquake ever recorded by seismograph, the 9.2 magnitude made it the world's second largest earthquake ever recorded. Almost 4 minutes of shaking happened. Water mains, gas lines, sewer lines, telephone lines, and electricity lines were all interrupted, and there were huge slides in the central commercial district. That's all for today. Make sure to subscribe and click the like button, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a video from us. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time with another amazing video.